All right, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Going to diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir Low Click Syndrome. And BLCS, Boudoir Low Click Syndrome, is when the unique CTR all for a Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere, anywhere on our ad. Basically, this is the number of women that did not simply just scroll right on by. So they click somewhere on the ad, anywhere. And we care about this because then we know our Boudoir Facebook ad entered that woman's brain. And we know if our Boudoir Facebook ad enters a woman's brain, that's literally the only time that our chance of buying from us is greater than 0. So under 6% is a problem, and we gotta get this above 6% and ideally as high as possible. So unique CTRL is super common, or under 6% is super common, but it is not normal. It is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. So the 3 PCM, 3 pre-click mistakes are the root cause of Boudoir low click syndrome. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe building up here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And now BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. Can't get this anywhere else. We invented it. And treatment with this takes about a week. What we do is we duplicate the Boudoir Facebook ad, leave the original one as it is, on or off, whatever. We treat the duplicated one with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. And at the end of the week, we simply keep whichever one running has the has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated one. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes. We now have pre-click alignment, PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So from my residency, went out and found a Boudoir Facebook ad out in the wild, brought it here to the hospital, tested it, found out its unique CTRL is 4.3%. So that means this ad is only going into every, 4.3 out of 100 women's brains. So it's under 6%. We know BLCS is present. Duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So that means we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS was wasting 37% of their ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then we actually know that $3,700 a month is being wasted. So we can cut that wasted spend out instantly. So save the $3,700 a month, which would be like 40 grand in the first year. That'd be kind of like as a phantom profit by only running the Boudoir Pico treated ad. And we can run that just at only $6,300 a month, but get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original running at 10 grand a month. So that's the magic of this. Next, second part of my residency, went out and found a second one, brought it to the hospital, tested it, found its unique CTRL was 1.39%. All right, that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. So let's duplicate it and let's treat it with BLC or Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. So we did that. We got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So insanely good. And we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 84% of its ad spend. So since it's wasting 84% of its ad spend, if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, we can actually duplicate, we can just take our spend, put it on the Boudoir Pico treated ad at $1,600 a month and get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original running at 10 grand a month. So $8,600 a month in savings. Literally, what's that, 100 grand in the next year, kind of like phantom profit back in the business owner's pocket. Next, we got the had a patient come in, Saw his Boudoir Facebook ad, 5.03% unique CTRL, so it's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. So we actually did duplicated his Boudoir Facebook ad, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and found out with treatment, his unique CTRL got up to 15.35%. So we found out he was wasting 67% of his ad spend on, with that original one. So now we can, eliminate, if you spend 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, we can eliminate 6,700 bucks in wasted ad spend, keep that as a, again, like a phantom profit. And we can actually pocket that like 80 grand in the first 12 months and run the Boudoir Pico treated ad at 3,300 bucks a month, get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original Boudoir Facebook ad running at 10 grand a month. So super awesome efficiencies here. So from what I've seen, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. Literally approximately half. I mean, look at the numbers here. We got wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. And so the average of that's probably like between 50 to 60%. So spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, about 5 to 6K, approximately 5K every month being wasted. That's 60 grand over the next 12 months. So we're going to diagnose this, see if we believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So let's see what we got. We got the below creative cluster mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we're trusting that what Facebook tells us to fill out when creating an ad is what we should fill out. We're trusting that's good for us, but in fact it's bad for us, it's good for Facebook. What this causes is way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, and actually increasing the probability we have BLCS. And that is because, well, the flip side, the more women scroll by our ad for unit time, the more ads Facebook can serve for per unit time. That's why Facebook wants us to fill this out. It makes Facebook more money per unit time. All right, next, looking at the creative. So, all right, let's see. Looks like an ad mistake. Looking at the photo, looking at the creative. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we believe a Boudoir Facebook ad should look like an ad, because all the other Boudoir Facebook ads we've seen have looked like ads, and everyone cannot be wrong, can they? Well, actually, 100% of the Boudoir Facebook ads I have seen the back end for and tested myself, took and tested myself, have had BLCS, literally 100% of them. And that's because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. So the consequence of the looks like an ad mistake is that we're going to have way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, and actually leading to BLCS. Finally, we got the see more headline first 2 3/4 lines, Facebook mobile news feed. Win a $43.99 Boudoir experience. I could change how you see yourself. You don't need to be young or thinner. All right, so we got a few pieces of context here, but we still did we're still making the lack of context mistake. We don't have the optimum amount of context, and the false belief causing us to make this mistake is that we thought we had enough context to maximize, optimize the amount of women that click somewhere on our ad out of 100. To be as efficient as possible, but we did not achieve that. So the consequence of this, way more women are going to be scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and leading to a higher probability of BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, looking at everything all together, do I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, has a unique CTRL under 6%, has Boudoir low click syndrome? Yes, I do. Now, if you are a BLCA with BLCS, a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, your Boudoir Facebook ads have a unique CTR all under 6%, and you spend more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you actually want, well, you've looked at the market, see it again, for boudoir photographers, seeing to get more and more saturated. Every time someone gets a new iPhone, they're throwing up a Google My Business profile, saying they do boudoir shoots now, or they get a new camera and they're posting the mom groups saying they do boudoir shoots now. So it's getting more and more saturated, and you're also seeing inflation going up, cost of living going up. So you've already decided, you've already put in work to optimize the other parts of your business, pull some profit out there, kind of, same effort, more profit, or more profit, less effort, less inputs. So becoming more optimized because you're seeing it's getting more competitive out there. You've decided you want to solve BLCS with Boudoir Pico because you want to achieve pre-click alignment and you want to become a dominant boudoir advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost because you need that to become the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM when I'm open for new patient intake. I'm not open right now, so my DMs are closed. If you DM me, there's no way you can get in. There's no way you can work with me right now. If you want this outcome, you saw Boudoir Pico could save probably approximately, if you're spending 10K, approximately 5K a month, it can save you. Basically eliminate that wasted ad spend, help you eliminate that. And you just pocket that, you don't have to spend it. So 5K a month, kind of 60K a month the bonus, or 60K after 12 months bonus. And so if you want that outcome, then yeah, DM me. And when I do open for new patient intake, DM me and we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.